Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another installment of D6, where we're going to roll it because we have to. I know that's not my catchphrase that I used in the last one, but quite frankly, I'm just kind of using this as an excuse to come up with anything that comes in my head. Get with it. But today, we've completed the siege scenario, and now we are undergoing the stealth scenario. Effectively, this is happening the same time as the siege, with a completely different party. And with me this time around is a band of merry gentlemen and woman that is ready to kick some ass. I don't know why I said woman like that. Let's carry on anyway. I'll be introducing them for you now. So starting things off, we have our necromancer, Bernard.
How do I end up in this tunnel? Ah!
You're not even in the tunnel yet, Bernard.
Who said that?
Yes, that's Vinny, aka Bernard. Yeah, the necromancer.
Right.
Ready to rock and or roll at the same time. And we also have new boy on the scene. It's Ryan.
Hey.
Not to be confused with other Ryan. This where other Ryan is dwarf, this is half orc Ryan.
Yep. I mean, the differences are that I'm a drunken barbarian. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah.
I see what you did there. But it's all good.
Are you two half brothers?
Some say that we are. Some say we're not.
Ooh.
You have to find out.
There you go.
In the next episode.
Maybe. So, on top of that, we're also joined by another new member. It's Chelsea.
Hi guys, I'm Harva, the Devil King Magical Girl, and this is my first time doing this, so
Yeah.
hope for the best.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And yes, you're a magical girl, which is going to make some scenarios absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Going to be fun. And of course, with this being a stealth scenario, there was one character we had to get back who had an amazing fun time in episode 1 and 2. It's everyone's favourite gnome. It's Craig.
Hopefully there's more golf involved.
More golf.
Gotta work on that swing.
Hashtag rat golfing.
I still remember you spinning around the room like a fucking fairy. It was beautiful.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like a rat being hit by a quarterstaff. I don't know, it kind of works. But effectively, lads, lady, you are back. You are at the pub. Effectively.
Yes.
You are at the pub. You have seen your other teammates leave the said pub to undergo the siege mission. And as they are undergoing the siege, you are called around the table as your dwarven commander for this mission has called you all here via your expertise in order to whisk you onto your way and introduce you to the plan of the stealth mission. Is there anything
Before
anyone
I
would
sit
like
at
to
the
do
table-
before you go round said table?
I would like to get absolutely drunk.
You look towards the bartender, put your arm up as if to say another, and they just bring over like a big goblet for you because they know, even though you're only half orc, orcs take a lot.
That's how I'm going to do this stealth mission. Just I got to be drunk for it.
Just drunk off your face.
Yep.
I'm just gonna find everyone that heard me shout about me being in a tunnel and apologise for having night terrors.
Just casually
okay.
going in
I'm
between
so scared
different
of the
people.
dark, I'm scared of closing my eyes.
Just casually going in between people, tapping them on the shoulder, going, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
I'm just gonna go up to the dwarf and just sort of look at him, like really suspiciously, and just sort of not check him out, but like see what
They're like giving him the eye of,
who are you?
Oh, that's great. And anything for you, Craig?
I'm good.
This is good. That's great.
I got the stick. That's enough. That's all
like
I
it.
need.
Craig, how tall are you? Like your character.
Roughly 2'3".
Oh,
I'm small.
Can I carry you?
No.
Oh,
you don't even come up to my kneecap.
but you could be our ram.
I've already been chucked around once. Never again.
What if I have
What a
rope around
carrot
your
on
feet?
carrot.
If I have rope around your feet,
Can you
you'd be like a
literally use
boomerang.
me with a giant
I
like,
just
flail?
already thought, if I attach a dagger to one of your shoes, you could literally just jump around stabbing people.
Oh my
Planned
god.
already.
I love
Yeah,
this.
well, in the last encounter, I think I used 3 different opponents as a trampoline.
Which was great. We love
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right. And I also teabagged one dude in the face.
Nice.
Well,
Okay, so
for-
effectively you've gathered your gear and you're now stood around the table. The half-orc swigging some beer, Bernard being a little bit scared and shivered still, but still with it enough to understand the scenario, and everyone else is standing by as the dwarf looks towards you guys. Just go, all right, girls and gals, guys and girls and girls. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today, lads. I think it has something to do with this spider venom thing going through my arm. I don't know.
It's the L. You gotta have more L.
Oh, I'll sure I'll be all right, laddie. Give it a more. I'll introduce you to your mission, and I'll grab myself a beer, and it'll go down, I'm sure. Right. Effectively, Team A has just gone to start the siege, so they're gonna be the distraction. While they're distracted, you guys are gonna go down into that spider tunnel, and you're gonna go up the trapdoor on the other side of the tunnel. Now that we've made friends with the spiders down there. Understood?
Did you say spiders?
I did
Did
indeed,
you say
lassie.
Did you also say friends with
Okay.
spiders?
I did indeed, laddie.
How
Did
big
you
are they?
say tunnel? How lit is this tunnel?
Well, the tunnel has some basic lighting in there. Luckily, I think most of you have dark vision, so if it does get dark at all, you'll be alright.
Can we
Sure.
ride them?
Let's go with that.
I don't think they'll enjoy that, laddie. From what I was told about the spiders, they think the only big one that's left is their queen.
I'm terrified of spiders.
I'm
just
sure
gonna,
you'll
like,
be alright,
fight
lassie.
back.
Look, if they wanted to do us harm, they would have killed us by now.
Or they'll start with you, and then the rest of us get to escape. Should be all good either way.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have said that, but who cares? Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. So before you guys head down, I do have something to give you. He rolls up a bit of parchment and gives to each and every one of you your own personal map of the inside of the Shockjammer estate. Now, obviously, you guys have that, so you can bring that up whenever you want. Now, effectively, we've managed to number out every single room that's in the estate. The estate is much bigger than what we had originally planned, and luckily, our informant survived to give us this information.
Dang, it is pretty big.
Aye, it is, lad. Now, the trick is, although we have the inside completely laid out, we have no idea where the trapdoor is gonna pop you guys up.
Oh god.
So you guys will kind of have to try and judge it for yourselves when you get on the inside.
Alrighty.
But now, that is everything I have for you. Oh, I almost forgot. There is one other thing I have. Now, which one of you is the most magically inclined?
Me.
Aye, Necro lad. Yeah, I'll give you this. He has another bit of parchment that he has like on his side pack, and then just passes it over to you. This bit of parchment is a very similar one I gave to the other team while they were all down in the tunnels last time, but because they didn't use it, they're keeping it for their siege, for the siege. You guys, on the other hand, need it. Effectively, shove this on the ground, and you'll be able to come back here instantly.
Thank you.
How many can it transport at one point?
What was that,
Like
lad?
how close do we need to be to use it?
You need to be. Let me see if you put the parchment on the ground. I'm just reminding myself because the princess ended up giving me these in order to help you guys out. Let me see.
I just don't know if we need to be like hugging each other or if I need to pick up the gnome.
Well,
I'm
well.
not hugging any of you guys.
Effectively,
I'm
it'll
just-
pick up any friendly unit within 10 feet of the parchment.
Okay, no hugging then. Alright.
If you like, I could probably put it into my spell bindings and use it. I can only use it once, but do it around me instead.
Yeah, indeed, laddie. Because you're so magically inclined, you'll be able to use it as you wish.
Excellent.
Right, but that's everything I need to give you guys and all the information that I have. So, is there any questions before you guys go down tunnels?
No, not for me.
Can I borrow a torch?
I don't see why not, laddie. He goes underneath the table, grabs a unlit torch from underneath it and then just passes it over to you. Oh, let it light your way, lad. I'm sure there's a lantern down there on the bottom of the tunnel.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Anyone else for anything else, or are we all good?
Should be all good. I'll grab some ale with me if that's all right.
Yeah, by all means. Like you take out a couple of flasks. You just go to the bar quickly, slam them down on the bar, and demand they be filled. Because you're half orc in nature, the bartender's like, it just quickly just fills them both up for you, and as you strap them back onto your side, and you're just like, thank you, in a really happy, like exaggerated face as you just skip back to the where the ladder is.
I will play my bagpipes in joy and gratitude.
Yes. Well, not that tune, but you know.
Yeah.
But right, now, the dwarf just points towards the same door that the other team went down back a while ago, as you guys travel down the hole into the spider tunnels. And as you climb down the ladder down into the tunnels, you realise that yes, there is a lit brazier torch at the bottom of this tunnel as it reaches down onward. Now, of course, you guys with dark vision would be able to identify this tunnel a lot more than others. So, would anyone like to investigate said area initially, or do you just want to head in and see what happens?
Can I just run like the headless chicken towards the light source?
Well, the light source is directly on your right as you come to the bottom of the tunnel, so you don't need to run that far.
I'm just gonna have the wall then. Have the wall light a torch and just continue walking along the said wall.
Okie dokie. So you're now strolling against the side of the wall, just shimmying against it with your torch held up, scared shitless, while the rest of the party is just casually walking next to you, just making snidey remarks at you.
I don't think I have night vision.
I'll get you when you die.
So you guys effectively just keep going up this tunnel, a relatively slow pace, but a pace nonetheless, until you get up to the bridge in the tunnels. Do any of you have dark vision?
Yes.
I do.
I have devilish sight, but not dark vision.
Okay, no worries.
I will have to triple check. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm a
Effectively,
tiefling, therefore I have innate dark vision. I'm also afraid of the dark.
I do indeed.
oh, lovely.
60
Wait, dark vision, but afraid of the dark. Doesn't that mean technically you wipe out your own fear?
Well, no, I know when things are dark and I hate it.
That works.
he has perceived fear of the future darkness.
But yeah, if it's dim, I can see for quite a ways, so...
Okay. You guys with dark vision, roll me an investigation check.
Alright.
That's 20...
Oh, I got a 16.
Investigation using...
19.
Now let me...
So Vinny, that was 19, yeah?
2 minus 1. I got 1.
I got a whole 9.
Oh, lovely. So effectively, the half orc and the gnome just are like the gnome's like directly underneath the half orc as you guys are looking between each tunnel, hand over your eyes as you're just going left and right, trying to see if you can see anything. Both of you dumbfounded, whilst Burns is like, this one. Effectively, although you're a little bit shy and scared, Bernard, you look down the right-hand tunnel, and as you look down there, you do see some scurrying of legs down in the distance. So you can imagine that is the right way to go.
I don't think I chose that tunnel because it's the right tunnel. I chose it because then I didn't have to leave the wall. I could continue along.
Oh,
That
God.
makes sense. So you guys continue down, and you end up getting into as much as you go deeper and deeper and deeper down this tunnel. Effectively, you don't see any spiders. All the scurrying that you saw must have been them running away for some strange reason. And effectively, you get to this large antechamber where you see all these holes everywhere in the walls as to where all these different spiders will most surely fit. But you'll notice that there doesn't seem to be any spiders around. There seems to be like a corpse of a gigantic spider to one side of this antechamber.
Can I try and revive it?
You could try your best, certainly. Roll me a d20.
Alright, let's do this crap. 20!
Oh shit. How many health points do you have, Bernie?
Currently, apart after the level up, I gained 6 on the first level up. I gained 4 on my second. I've got 19.
19 hit points overall, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to go ahead with this, because you critted, you can revive this massive spider, but with a big cost. If you revive this
Right.
spider, you must half your hit points. Because his challenge rating is that high.
Right, I've just thought of another complication. How are we going to get him in the fucking place?
Exactly.
Can I just like tug on Bernard's sleeve and be like, "Don't do it, please don't do it."
I say do it.
It
It's
can
not-
be undead.
He sounds like he'll be quite a nice guy. I mean,
I will say though, if you did revive this guy, you can, although you lose half of your hit points, I will make it so that if he dies or if you deactivate it, or you will get your hit points back.
If I revive him, is there any way I can ask him for information, or would he not know anything?
Well, there's only one way to find out. That's if he's alive.
I rolled a critical. I'm following through with it.
Okay, so effectively you just put out your hands as this necromantic energy just starts seeping from your very soul itself. Green auras just start coming off of you and twisting and turning around the corpse of the spider as it gradually lifts up. And as it does, one of its broken legs just seems to snap back into formation as some of it seems to recombine with itself, while other bits that are missing now tend to be replaced with just pure black and green necromantic energy instead. As it all completes, the spider lands back down on all of its legs, staring at you with only half of its eyes available, the others blackened by your the necrotic powers that you've used to resurrect it, as it now stares upon you and just beckons for call, and it says, "You resurrected me."
Yes. Good evening, kind sir. Just. Do you know anything about Shockjammer's estate in there at all?
As
Anything?
as you ask for those questions, when the spider spoke, all of a sudden you just hear all this scurrying happening from all around you, as an abundance of all of these spiders come out of the holes and just lay in shock as they come out and surround both you and this gigantic monstrous foe that stands in front of you, or will seem to be a former foe to another hunting party at the time. The entirety of the spiders circle around in amazement as they see what seems to be their big bro now resurrected in front of them all, just completely out of shock.
Bernard, I hate you.
I think that's a great idea.
Little spider guys, if you can understand me, if you want to say goodbye to him before I let him go and before we talk, feel free. I'll let you.
The-
Cool.
The big spider looks at you specifically and just says, "Does that mean I have limited time in this world before I return?"
You are kind of eating my eternal soul, so.
The young
Whatever.
spiders are quite upset, but at least they're happy to know that they're able to speak with their bro one last time before he does pop off. So he moves slightly towards you guys as he goes down low enough to be at your level, and he says, "What did you ask of me?"
Can I ride you?
I don't see why not.
Yes.
He's down low enough, so if you want to climb on top of him, roll
I
me
would like
an
to.
acrobatics check to see if you can get on top.
I actually totally won in on this.
Craig, you do the same. Acrobatics.
That is a 16.
And Craig?
12.
Craig got 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so effectively with your acrobatics, the half-orc is able to easily climb up this necromantic energized spider as he just sits on top of him, on top of like the massive venom sac that's on his back. He's just like, "Woohoo! Yeah!" In the
So
meantime,
soft.
the gnome is just trying to climb up one of the legs. He's like, Nope. Nope. Nope.
Can I pick him up?
Yeah, sure.
Can I give him a map?
Roll me a strength check to see if you can pick him up.
Okie dokie. Well, beep. That is a 16.
Oh, nice. Effectively, you see that the gnome's trying to climb up. You just lean downwards, pull out an arm, and you just grab onto him and just help bring him up onto the back of the spider as you're both riding him with joy.
Spider bro. Spider bro forever.
I'm just gonna sort of put my head in my hand and just shake my head. Just can't believe fuck these idiots.
I'm just gonna pat you on the shoulder once, and then run back to the spider to talk to him.
Did you
With a little
resurrect
gleeful
me
skip
for the
as well.
ride, or was there anything else?
Actually, I wanted to know if you knew much about Shockjammer and his estate. Do you have any clues at all on any landmarks in there, or hang on? I've got a map. I'm going to show the spider the map just so I can see
Okay.
it.
The spider looks at the map, and let me see. I'm going to roll a d20 on this to see if the spider can identify it properly. Oh, nice. The spider looks at the map and just looks at it and looks at all the numbers that are written down there to identify the different rooms. As he has his eyes on the one side that still has eyes, snaps on specifically room that's numbered on the map as number 14. And as he snaps onto that one, he looks at you and just goes, "That one. That room. I remember it."
Thank you. You have no idea how much help this is to us. I will make sure after those bloody morons are done riding you, your re-death will be painless.
Excuse me. Us two are having an extremely fun time. You know, and I'll just pet the spider. Spider bro seems to be okay with it. I'll give you some L, spider bro, for it. You gotta try some L before you die.
I'm afraid I can't drink ale. Ale affects my poison.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna die anyway, you can see what it does. If you say no, that's fine, spider bro.
It may not ingest that way. I'm dead.
Okay, that's fine, spider bro. More for me.
I'm just
The
gonna
body
slowly
kind of
walk up
doesn't
to where
like
everybody else is
anything.
and just sort of like watch what's going on. Still a bit nervous. Watch it.
So, the spider snaps back at you for a moment, Bernie, and then just says, "Be warned. When you get to that room, just be ready." I remember one of my friends from a long while ago when I was but a small spider, telling me of what happened when he was scurrying about these halls. He got into this room and said that there were 2 secret entrances into it. However, he said that once he was inside, he was lucky to get out. There was a darkness in there, but that's all I can remember.
Dark as in light dark, or dark as in evil dark?
I'm trying to remember how he said it. He was quite scared at the time, and this is bearing in mind we're spiders, we're normally okay with the dark. I think he remembered telling me that it was some kind of darkness he's never witnessed before.
Thank
So
God.
probably evil dark in that case.
Most
Yeah,
likely.
so it's not gonna be Bernard scared crapless.
You'll
Dark.
best be on your guard, my new friend.
Aw. Spider bro is our friend.
Is there anything else you require of me?
Unless
Would you not have
you want a
spiders
few
here
moments.
to help us out and sort of help us in the stealth?
Oh yeah, by all means. Effectively, the big spider bro, as he's now officially known, according to you guys, will look towards his
Spider Bros are great.
will look towards his brethren that have surrounded you guys and point out one of them. And as he points him out and just goes, "I remember. Gary can help you out. Gary is a friendly spider and knows quite a lot about tunnels and the inner workings of the estate. I'm sure he would be able to give you more of a hand after you tell me to go back to the other side.
How big is Gary the spider?
Like
not
you
right.
look over to where he's pointing, and Gary's about the size of like a relatively normal-sized round table.
Right, because I was going to suggest he hides under my cloak, but that's not fake enough work.
I can look after Gary.
You're not riding him.
Oh no, he's too small for that. He's too small for that. Gary can ride me.
The gnome can ride him.
Probably could.
Good test my
Well,
patience,
Is there
man.
anything else you need? Or can I please go? As much as I enjoy being with my brothers once more, I'm afraid that death looms over me today.
That's fine. Just close your eyes and I'll make it quick.
Now, do you
Guys, get off him!
I will pat the spider bro and jump off.
Okie dokie. So you guys jump off the back of the spider as Bernard
Oh,
just
I've gotta do
channels his
a,
energies.
I've got to do a sweet backflip.
Oh, here we go. Okay, Craig, roll me that acrobatics and land that backflip.
Acrobatics.
Rolls one, breaks
10.
You rolled a 10.
Yes.
Effectively, you do a sick backflip as if it's like to impress people, impress the spiders around you to see if they can like get a spider clap going on. But you land on your feet. Luckily, you don't land hard enough to actually receive damage or anything. But you land on your feet, but you don't land properly. You end up falling onto your butt, and you just hear one like faint voice in the back going, "Pooh, you stink!"
And Bernard somehow pulls out a little flute and goes,
But effectively now, Bernard just gets out his hands and just re-channels that energy back into him as Spider-Bro's eyes just start to close down and his body just faints and collapses back over in front of him.
Rest in peace, spider bro. You'll be forever remembered as that
I
one
didn't forget
spider I
about
rode.
you.
As Spider-Bro
Move
faints
on.
down, the other spiders, being happy that they were able to see their bro one last time, scurry back to where they were, apart from Gary. And Gary approaches you guys and just goes, "Why, hello there. I understand my brother here informed you that I would be of assistance.
Hey, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Now,
Hi, Gary.
may I quickly ask, you wouldn't happen to be the band that's here to go into the estate via the trap hole, would you?
Yes.
Sure.
Ah, well, that's spiffing. I was the one that ended up giving your party some relatively good advice back in the day. Well, no need to dawdle. Follow me. He scurries a little bit further ahead as you see him go towards one of the tunnels that's in front of you. He stops and looks backwards, waiting for you guys to follow him in suit. So,
I think we should follow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hug the big spider one last time.
you just have like one intimate moment with Spider-Bro as Harvard's just looking at you thinking, we just go now, and he's like, shh.
Just imagine me hugging it while Tazanakin plays in the background.
Aw.
I'm just gonna slowly pry you away from him, like peel the dead spider and stuff. And you're, like wriggling your arms out and going back to him.
You were so
Yeah.
brave!
Yeah, no, I'm at this point. I'm just walking off at this point. Yeah, gonna just move along.
Yeah, I'm gonna just follow Gary the cool spider.
Okay, so you
I'm
guys
dragging Bernard by his ear behind you, guys.
you guys end up following Barry down this tunnel that is actually
Bernard
well
is
lit.
now
By the looks of
silent.
things, these spiders are able to keep this tunnel towards the trap hole relatively well lit, just in case anything was to come down it, using
That's
their
not
own spider webbing that actually emits light, which is very handy. Effectively, you get to where the trap hole is, and the trap hole is very easy to get to. Effectively, if you were to open it up and climb up it, everyone would be able to climb up, apart from the gnome, who may need a little bit of a pick-me-up.
I can give
say
you
we send the gnome in
like-
first. I say we send the gnome in first because he's small and might not be noticed.
Who's the tallest one here?
I'm 6'8".
I'm
Not me,
5'6".
Yeah, not me.
Right,
If
so the
stand on my
tallest
shoulders,
one
it'd be
should
cool,
sort of
then.
put the gnome on his shoulders and sort of hoist thing.
Okay. Wait. Actually, what is your name? I didn't grab your name, gnome.
Elocust.
Elicust. Okay, Elicust. I will try and remember that. Do you want to give you like a leg up?
Yep. Just
Cool.
crouch down a little bit and I'll get up there myself.
I can just throw you up if you want.
That
Like a
also
javelin.
works. I can just jump off of you as well.
But you can jump while I'm throwing you. It'll be like triple as cool,
Yes.
or it will fail miserably.
So,
Alright.
Gary, to be an extra bit of a helping hand, scurries up the wall up to where the trap hole is and opens it up from above you, and then scurries back down to your level, just so he's able to help with the opening of the door as you guys work out how to get the gnome in first.
I was going to throw the gnome through the door, but that works
That would
better.
also work.
So you're going to throw Gnome through the door.
Yes. No, I mean, if the door's open, I'll just throw it through the open door now.
Okie dokie. You just use your height and your strength advantage to just give him a good buff up, as Gnome is now up on top in a mysterious room. But before he investigates what the room is all about, would anyone else like to climb up there?
I'd like to peek my head up and immediately look around to see if I can see where we are on the map or not.
In that case then, Craig and Bernard, give me that roll with an investigation check.
Oh, goody.
I'll climb up there as well to be a support for Amicus.
You roll
I
one as well
roll-
then, Harvard.
Okay.
And again.
Bullshit. I rolled a 10 plus 3. 13.
I got 9.
10.
Effectively, you have a look around the room, and although the room is relatively well lit, very nicely lit up with a couple of chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, the room itself doesn't seem to have anything relatively of note. You see a couple of pieces of armor just standing there, but from that, nothing stands out as suspicious or even worrying.
Are there any windows that indicate that we're on the outside of the estate? Or the
You
outside
can't
of the
seem to
building,
find any
or-
windows whatsoever.
Is it just an empty
How-
room, or is there like a desk or anything that we could?
Well, there seems to be some nice
How-
furnishings around the place, a couple of nice paintings layering the walls. There seem to be of different family members throughout the ages. As I said, a couple of pieces of armor that are just standing there, and that's relatively all
How
you're
many-
able to pretty much pinpoint out.
Are there any doors?
We'll be able to identify that once everyone's in the room.
Ah.
Oh yeah, can I jump up now into the room?
Yep, so you jump up in. How about the other two?
I'm already up here. I come up here to sort of.
Oh yeah.
I'm sort of peeking my head up over the trapdoor still, not sure whether to come up or not.
Gary's just sort of chilling at the bottom, just like I'm waiting for you.
It's going to be okay up there, sir. The initial room is not a trouble.
How
Would
many?
there be,
Sorry, carry on.
would there be any use in me seeing if I could find any traces of magical energy, like using my Arcana skill,
You can, by
just
all
to see if
means.
we can find a lead on anywhere to go?
Yeah, sure. Just
Right.
roll an Arcana check, see if you can find any magical essence laying about.
Bearing in mind I've got a +6 on this. 13 plus 6, 19.
Very
God
nice. So scan the room for anything that might have any magical energies or anything to identify where would roughly be the right place to go. And luckily you just see like this vision of a door come into play with you. Just, it seems to be in door-like shape. It just has like a magical aura around it to help you specifically identify where it is.
If you jump up, I'll give you some L.
Can I just like take one of my feathers from my wing and just like tickle him?
Just to try and convince him to get up more.
I'm like, come on. Good
Even though I
job."
just constantly prod him until he moves. Just move.
I'm tempted.
Move,
I'm
move, move.
thinking I'm tempted to just sort of lower the hatch down just so it's on his head.
How many doors does this room has? Like, would we recognize it on the map, or?
Well, yeah, we'll be able to recognise it once everyone's in the room, because then I can.
Oh, okay.
Then I can
We
do
don't know
the
where
thing.
we are yet. We're just in a room with paint.
I would like to investigate that door-like thing.
Well, you need to go into the room in order to investigate.
I will reluctantly climb into the room then.
Okay.
At this point, I'm just gonna give you a quick harder poke and then just stop talking you after that.
Just a stiff. Yeah.
Stop
Poking me!
Just sort of kick the feather behind me so it doesn't look like I've been tickled.
As you go up into the room, Gary comes up very slightly behind you, and before you guys carry on, says to you something very, very particular. Just says, Masters, just so you understand, this is as far as I'm able to go by the order of our queen. As much as I would be allowed to join you guys further, I feel inclined as if I have to stay true to what my queen wishes. However, if you wish to have any assistance from me, I have been commanded to give you this word. Utter this word, and I will come as fast as I possibly can to assist you in any means necessary. The word is... Arise.
But oh,
Alrighty.
that's my catchphrase.
Well, just don't get it confused, sir.
So if we
Can
just
we
say
change the
accidentally,
word?
flash us up.
Can we change the word to super spider speed?
I'm afraid that's not the case, sir. It was given by the queen, and the queen must be obliged.
Arise will do.
I will
Don't
meet...
say it.
Oh, we need
Do not
to.
worry. I will meet you guys when you next require. Good luck on your quest. The queen wishes you luck. He
Bye,
scurries.
Gary.
He scurries back
See you
through
later,
the trapdoor, then
Gary.
closes the door behind him to make sure that you
Stealing
guys
bunny.
are solidly in the room. Right, now that you guys are in the room, I need you to make me a very important decision. You need to decide between you guys which one of you will roll a d20 to help identify where in the estate you're in.
Ooh.
What
what-
modifier are we using?
Yeah. Like,
Would it be perception or?
Well, it's just a flat d20 with no bonuses.
Oh, it's just flat D20. Oh.
But only
Alright,
one of you can make this roll.
Right. So I say we.
I've not had the best luck so far, so
I've only done one roll and it was okay.
I've had 3 out of 4 good rolls so far.
why interfere with the streak? Do it.
Peer pressure, do.
How about we draw straws?
I've got a straw in my Capri Sun. Will that help?
Not. How about we all just roll? Whoever gets the highest roll rolls for this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
D20. Right, rolling in 3.
I
I
already
got a
did.
natural 20.
Oh well, no, never mind then.
What did you get?
I got 10.
I got 3.
No, this luck's not going to work for me because I'm not going to get another natural 20.
Out of curiosity, Ryan, what did you get?
I got an 8.
We're all painfully average.
Okay, so
Oh my god, your numbers added up to 1 more than mine.
uh,
God damn it.
so
Right.
effectively,
So,
Vinny,
You
roll
all just
at
push
20.
me forward.
If you'd like to do the honours, roll the 20.
I rolled it, and I rolled a 15.
Oh.
The dice was
Okay.
spinning a bit.
So effectively, you guys start in room 15 of the estate. Just have a look at your map, you'll be able to identify where room 15 is.
A really tiny room.
Give me about 5 minutes. Oh, found it.
So,
Alright.
so for those who may be looking at the map on screen right
It's
now,
in the middle.
no.
Yeah.
Middle left.
so in this room, it's a relatively
above the
small and square room, but it's a relatively simple one at that. As I said, it had a couple of pieces of armor in here, as well as what seemed to be a magically enhanced door. But now that all of you guys are in the room is relatively well lit, you can see on your left hand side, as you're actually on the dot of where the 5 is in this room. On your left hand side you see a pair of arches leading down into a hallway, and on your right hand side you see that door that Bernard was able to identify.
I will just say, we'll go for a vote of democracy here. I want to go right simply because it leads to a dead end. There could be treasure.
I say we go to the right. Worst case scenario, we can just run away.
Yep. I'm cool
Or
with
worst case scenario,
run
or
away.
even worst case scenario, we get cornered into
Oh, yeah.
that room.
that. Smart
Worst
move,
case
actually.
scenario, I just have to leave you guys behind. But it's okay, because I will live.
I thought you said worst case scenario.
Yeah, it is worst case. I can't imagine myself dying.
Worst case scenario, you're all gonna get drunk, and I'm just gonna revive you when you die. So it's
That's
all
like-
good.
Best case scenario.
You're all gonna die after getting drunk. How's that? Worst case? I don't know.
I count that as a good case.
So you're gonna
Oh,
head
we'll go
to.
right then.
So you're gonna
We're
head
all
to that door on
What
your
do you
right.
say, Chelsea?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, magic door it is.
Okay, so is anyone going to interact with said door? Or...
Mr.
Someone that can use
Arcana-
magic should probably do something with it first.
Mr. Arcana will just put his hand on the door and see if I can attune my necromantic energies with the door to see if I can make any sense of it.
Alrighty, roll me a stealth check.
Stealth?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Stealth. It's +2. Right.
You,
I rolled 11 +2, 13.
You go to touch the jaws. Go to touch the door with your necromantic energy swelling through your hands as you want to attune yourself to it. And as you do, there seems to be a little bit of feedback onto the door as it scurries like 2 bits of like pink yellowish energy from the door, and that energy seems to go into the 2 pieces of armor as that you guys were able to identify as you entered the room in the first place. The armor shakes around a little bit as all of a sudden the armor just clinks and clanks into position as if someone's just worn it. And then all of a sudden, both pieces of armor just click and clack off of their hinges, jumping down, looking towards you as if they are now sentient. Roll for initiative.
oh goody.
Oh god, a battle.
You see?
I doubt I'll get a natural 20 again, like I did last time. I got a 15.
oh, sorry.
So
What
this
was it for
for initiative, you roll a d20 plus your initiative bonus, which is your dex
Plus my
modifier.
initiative. Plus my initiative, with my
Oh.
dex modifier.
Ignore me, I'll
Cool.
put
I got
it on
17.
That's 8 then.
I got
17.
14. Sorry.
Okay, what did you get again, Ryan?
14.
14.
Alright, that's
And the 2 pieces of armor get 18 and 19 respectively.
Bloody hell.
So effectively, number 19 piece of armor goes first. He looks at all of you and notices the Harva is the one closest to him, so staggers towards her as he goes to throw one of his spiked armored fists towards her face. Roll for that. What is your armor class, Harva?
Oh god. Where am I looking for that? I'm pretty new to this, so.
Should be armor class next to where your health is and all that.
Oh, 15. Sorry.
15. Okay, he only just manages to successfully hit you. As he goes to swing one fist towards you, it just impacts into your face as your face is just careened to one side out of pain. Now he rolls for damage on that fist throw, which is a d6. Let's grab it. He does 6 points of damage to you.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And now he notices that next to Harva, he can look down and notice that there's a gnome down there and wants to kick it. And he's able to attack twice. So he looks down at the gnome and goes to rear one of his legs to go for the kick.
Oh boy.
What is your armor class, Greg?
Okay.
He reels back the kick. He reels back the foot and goes to kick you, only to kick to the left of you, completely missing you in the process. So you're
I did
absolutely.
that. Do
so-
as you say.
So you are absolutely fine and dandy, and he is now looking at you guys ready to impact Odex. But before any of you can react, it is the other pieces of armor's turn. as he goes straight for the gnome, looking at his buddy, thinking, like smacking him on the back of a helmet, as if to say to him, "Come on, man, he's right there. Get with it. I'll show you how to do it." With one of his legs, goes for the boot. What was your armor class again, thing?
13.
He also goes to kick you and misses on the exact same side. Thinking to himself, "Oh man," as he just thinks to himself, he using his iron gauntlets, he slaps both sides of his helmet as if to concentrate that a little bit more, as he stares down at you one more time, instead of throwing a kick, wanting to throw a punch downwards onto your skull. And he crits.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Critical!
So you see those. He does 12 points of damage to you to the skull.
So basically, does he just send him flying through the floor below, right down through?
Just
Effectively,
back to the tunnels.
effectively, he hits you enough so that you just go, "Ow!" As if like your head is now impacted down into a piece of your chest armor,
Oh.
and you are going to be like that.
First step.
And you are going to be like that until your turn, where I'm going to have to ask you to roll the Constitution saving throw.
He's
Oh,
even
good.
shorter now.
Okay, so
Gone from 2'3" to like 1.5.
with that done,
How much health? How much health do you have left?
I have a fair bit. I've got like 18.
All right, so you got like you took 12 damage, so you've got
Yeah.
6 health left.
No, I have
Okay.
18 health left. I have 30
Oh right, you have
health.
30. Right.
okay, so with that done, it's actually Vinny and Chelsea's turn next. So I want you two to roll me a d20. The highest one decides who goes first.
Can't we just act together? Oh well. I've got a 17.
I
Wow.
got 2.
Yeah.
Alright, so
going
Bernie,
very
you're
well for me.
first.
First of all, can I just, not as an action, can I just rather mockingly pat Chelsea on the head?
Yes.
Sort of glare over at you like, don't touch me.
I'm the healer. Anyway, right. So, how close? The knights are literally just right in front of us, aren't they?
Effectively, yes. If you were to get to where the knights are now, you have to go around Harbour and attack the one that attacked her in the side.
Could I like sort of take a few steps to the side and then do a jump and attack with my scythe?
Yes, you can.
Right.
Righty-ho, so you
The,
step, you take a little side step as you want to get
I'm
the space
attacking the
ready.
one. Just as confirmation, I'm attacking the one with the highest initiative.
Okay, right. So you're going to the left hand, so you shimmy to one side, making sure there's enough space between you as you just leap forward with your scythe swinging downwards as if to smack straight into this armor, hoping to do some pretty nice damage. Roll that attack.
So I'm rolling.
That's
strength
your
or
D.
dex?
That's your D20 plus your attack bonus on your scythe.
Oh, of course, yeah. Right, I'm gonna prepare a little rolling zone. There we go. Well, fuck me. I don't. Sorry about the swearing, by the way. I just rolled a critical.
Oh! It's
I'm just gonna
it's
back off.
critical melee.
Yeah. Dom, can I borrow one of your dice next time? I have a feeling this one's weighted.
Oh god. Okay, so
Let's get 3 criticals.
effectively on the piece of armor, you do your max damage on your scythe, and then roll for damage again.
Right, because I'm a Reaper, I do necrotic damage. Do I include that in the max damage?
Is that bonus necrotic damage for anything you hit?
It's any melee attack, I deal bonus necrotic damage, which is equal to half my dexterity modifier, minimum 1
Okay, so what's half your dex?
is 1.
Okay, so that's your. You do max damage plus that 1, and then you roll again.
Then I roll. Right. So I do 11 damage with the critical,
Okay.
and then 1d8. I rolled a 3, so 3 plus 2 plus 1, 11 plus 6, 17 damage.
Very
And
nice.
can I just do a little bit of a description? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, go for it. How do you do it?
Right, so I sidestep to the side a bit, my cloak billowing around my feet, and you see me spin my scythe around my arm once, jump through the air, swiping the scythe up into the helmet, shouting, "Fear the Reaper!"
Oh, I like it. How much damage did you collectively do again?
17.
17, 14.
Ooh.
And not that it matters, but I'd heal for 2 life if that actually went, if I was actually hurt.
Yeah, that's fine. You haven't been hurt yet, so that's absolutely fine. Effectively, you slice
Alright,
down
I
into the
wasn't-
piece of armor, and you make a very sizable gash into the chest piece. However, even though the armor is still able to move around and function normally, you've basically ripped it to such an extent where if a human was in there, they would be pretty damn impaled and slashed to bits right now.
Since there's a giant gash, is it possible to see into what the armor's on top of?
Effectively, yes. With the gash wide open in front of you guys, you're able to see the energy that came off of that door just emitting inside of themselves, as if it's like an exoskeleton, keeping it all together. Okay, so that was all of Vin's turn. So now, Chelsea, it's your go. What do you want?
I'm gonna take a swipe at the other one. Yeah, that one's a bit down.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna draw up my long sword with 2 hands
Okay.
and basically just try and sort of run up to it, sort of like letting out like a little scream and trying to stab it straight through its chest.
Okie dokie. Roll me the attack on that.
8.
You rolled an 8 overall.
Yep.
Okey-dokey. Effectively, you go to stab the armor right off the bat, and as you go to stab it, your sword just goes into the chassis and pauses, as if something is just stopping it from going all the way. Effectively, the armor is just grabbed onto the blade and is just holding it as it is dead staring straight into you.
Oh great.
Can I just quickly slow clap?
Yes, yes, you may.
I turn around and just like a middle finger up at you. Don't even
Try using a scythe, it works better!
So that was your like action. You can still move around if you want.
I'll try and have a go at pulling the sword out.
So the
Or is
sword
it
isn't.
pretty long?
Yeah, the sword isn't inside of him. It's just in his hand, so you can just easily pull that sword out and bring it back to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it back then. Yeah, I'll take it back.
Okie dokie.
Red face, sort of back away.
Anything else movement-wise, or you just want to do that?
I'll just sort of back away behind Bernard and just sort of,
Okay, okay.
let the embarrassment sort of fade away.
Alright, fair enough. You end up behind Bernard, and he's still there, like feeling pretty damn righteous after his massive cleave worth of damage.
Not righteous, don't mention religion!
Shut up, Bernard. Anyway, and effectively that's
Who are
your turn.
you?
But don't fight the DM, or the DM will fight back.
Ooh.
Anyway, next turn. It's Ryan, and our beloved half orc. What is it?
So the half orc sees that the armor's been slashed, but doesn't go down. So he's like screaming like challenge, and runs forward like raging into it. And this is where it gets complicated because I have 2 attacks. I have advantage on both.
Alrighty.
But if they don't die, they have an advantage to hit me.
Okay, gotcha. Right, so
So
which one do you want to hit? The one with the big slashing?
yeah, just be like challenge,
Okay, cool.
and rush towards it with his great axe and try and swing it down next to him.
Okay, so roll the attack on the first one.
That is a 17.
Oh, lovely stuff. You swing your battle axe down with a righteous cry of your orc brethren.
Oh, I forgot I get advantage on it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You could roll a crit.
Okay, that's a 19.
Oh, lovely. So you swing down your battle axe with the cry of your orc brethren as you slash into him, basically creating an X on his chassis, with both slashes now combining into one. Roll me damage on that first hit.
That is 9 damage.
Oh, lovely. Now, with that big X, you see that the armor is kind of like creaking as if it would be in pain, and the light on the inside of it just seems to be flashing as if it's slowly going to dim out. Would you like to attack that one again, or attack the other?
Yes.
Okay, second attack. Roll it.
After hitting it down with the axe, all he's going to do is he's going to do a roll and pull the axe away and kind of do like a slash attack against him.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Roll it.
That is, ooh, that's nice. Okay, so that's 18 plus 6, which is 24.
Very, very nice. Effectively, you do exactly what you said. You do a forward roll, grabbing your axe as you're rolling around, and you slash upwards, making sure to hit the stream on your way up. Roll damage.
That is a 10.
Oh, lovely. Effectively, you slash up, dealing that big blow towards it as the energy inside of this armor dissipates and the armor itself just collapses, the chassis completely falling apart as it whacks onto the floor. He is deaded.
Bernard's hand is in the air waiting for a high five.
Frog is just screaming at this point. Like,
Bernard still wants a high five.
Wait, was that the one with the gash in it?
Yes.
God damn it.
Alright, will you give Berners his high five, or will you
smashed the
leave it hanging?
gas.
Because it's so
I'm-
ragey.
because I'm raging, or Trog's raging, he can't see this, you just see blood and wants him to fight.
All you see is roids.
Yes, just like, ooh, like Doom Guy when he's got the
Oh,
berserk
nice.
thing.
I like
Bernard retracts the high five.
it. Okay, so very good turn. Very, very good. Now, those were both attacks. You can still move around if you want, however, it's all up to you.
This isn't great. I have
Just to put into perspective of
I'm-
where you are in the room, all of you guys are
Yeah.
very much concentrated around that square that's right next to the door.
yeah. Oh, how far away is the other armor?
The other piece of armor at this moment in time is about 5 feet in front of you.
I will just sprint up towards him, then.
Alrighty, you sprint up towards the second piece of armor as you're still full in void rage.
Yep.
Your
He
hands-
just says like enemy.
Your hands just clasping and gripping tightly at your battle axe as you're just hunching over in pure rage, like ready
I
for
just
the next
imagine
call.
him just running towards it, stopping and just gasping for breath.
Nice one. Now, Craig, it's your turn.
Alright. One armor left. I think I know exactly how I want to do this. I'm going to make a full-on. I'm just going to run to our roided up companion and jump off of it.
Okie dokie.
To it all.
Roll me an acrobatics check to see how well you do.
14 plus 3, 17.
Very nice.
First actual
Effectively,
decent roll.
effectively, you look at the void rage, slightly hunched over, completely mad half-orc. You just think to yourself, I can use this. You jump onto one of his voided up shoulders, and you just jump off of it, giving you momentum as you're now up in the air. Now, what are you going to do?
Well, only thing to do, grab the staff in both hands, and then just slam, as I fall, just slam it square into the armor.
Oh, I like. Roll me that attack.
Right, 18, no modifier.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's 18.
Do you not have an attack bonus on that one?
Well, it's two-handed, or 1d8, that's the damage. It says +2, so... I mean, I've got a strength modifier of 2, but I don't think that...
Yeah, the attack the attack bonus of your quarterstaff should be. Are you proficient with quarterstaffs?
I should be, because monk, and it's the one I started with.
Yeah. Your attack bonus should be your proficiency plus the strength modifier.
I never actually put down a proficiency bonus on that one.
Oh.
Oh well. I've got strength modifier of 2 anyway, so.
Okay, so
I'd take
what?
it.
So what did you roll? Attack?
18.
You rolled 18. So
Yeah.
if your proficiency is plus 2, what's your strength modifier?
That's for plus 2.
Okay.
Strength modifier.
So proficiency plus strength. That's plus 4 on your attack bonus for that.
Whoop whoop.
So effectively, you've got plus 4 onto 18, makes it 22.
22.
So you smack the shit out of armor. Effectively, you've jumped off, you grab your quarterstaff, and you're basically pointing it straight down on top of a helmet. And you're just like, eat this for face! And now roll me some damage.
Alright, so because it's two-handed, it's 1d8
Yep,
plus 2.
very nice.
2 plus 2, 4.
Effectively, you go downwards, you indent the helmet, and as you indent the helmet, you backflip backwards, landing successfully this time, as you see the noticeable amount of damage that you have done to it.
I do still have at least the bonus action, so while just as the staff collides,
Yes.
I want to use that to push myself back up,
Ooh.
and then just basically just stomp 4 feet just to where I just jumped off from.
Okay, yeah.
As my bonus unarmed strike.
Oh, very good indeed. Roll me the hit for the unarmed strike.
Alright. 4.
Really, you just rolled a 4.
I just rolled a 4.
So you did this awesome acrobatic thing, as you're now coming down towards the armor, ready to basically just kick it as your unarmed strike.
Basically.
But you end up missing the armor, in fact landing behind it, as you're just now looking up towards it. You're like, I left it then.
I've got down here bonus action, the unarmed strike, and then after that, 1 extra attack. So I believe that's just a straight up actual attack.
Yes, it is.
So after my disappointing failure, I'm just going to basically stab it with the stick,
With the stick. I like it.
with both hands again.
Right, roll me that attack.
Another 16, 18.
Lovely stuff. So you stab that mother hubbard right in the back of the chassis, and as you do, the armor itself and the energy just reacts as if it was being stabbed back, and as if you actually stabbed a human being instead. It wrenching back in pain at this point. Roll me that damage.
And plus 2, 7.
Cookie. 7 on that. Cool. Make a note of that bad boy. Just on my own. Amazing. Now you do get a bonus action on arm strike again on top of that,
Oh, ooh.
because that was a second attack. So roll me for that unarmed strike. But how are you going to do it?
So it's just recoiled back after being stabbed with the stick, so there's only one thing to do. Do as the Spartans do, and kick it.
Or effectively, you see how much is wrenching back in pain, and you just look at like the massive grieves that it has on the back of the knee, and you think to yourself,
I'll kick
"Granddad,"
it.
and you just go for the kick. Roll me the hit.
19 plus 2...
That's a hit.
21.
Oh, 21, lovely. Effectively, you granddad this armor. You just kick it in the back of the knee as it goes down onto one of its knees. Its head bent and entire body now limping over as it goes down onto that one knee. Roll damage.
1d4 plus 2... 4 plus 2, 6.
Lovely. That. Great, you granddaded an inanimate piece of armor. Well, an animated piece of armor. Very good. And with that
Ah,
done,
if only I had more attack.
and with that done, the armor is technically prone at this point, thanks to you granddadding him. So he will have to try and make a roll, see if he can stand back up. So let's see. He tries to get back up again, and as he does, all of that pain emitting from his knee just gives in. As you see the back part of the knee plate just smash as he tries to get up, and he just limps back down again, raising his head as if he's in immense pain at this point in time. And that will be the end of his turn because he can't get up to actually do it. So, it is Vinny and Chelsea rolling a d20 again. See who goes first.
Okie dokie.
Fuck, I think this dice is rigged. I just rolled another 20. I'm gonna roll again. For God's sake, 19! Seriously, roll again!
Is it weighted? It must be weighted.
I just rolled an 18! God damn it!
Keep going
Wait,
down.
I'm gonna say I won that roll.
Chelsea, what did you get?
15.
Okay, well, Vinny's your go. Go for it. What do you want to do? You and your bastard dice.
Can I talk to somebody else, please?
I'm not lying about this. I'm genuinely rolling this crap.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Right. First of all, a question.
Yep.
Being that I am a Reaper, I have proficiency in martial weapons.
Yep.
I believe. Yeah. Does that include longswords?
Yes.
Can I borrow Harvard's longsword and show her how it's done?
You can, as long as Harvey's okay with it.
Well,
I'll just sort of look at you and just look down at my sword, then look back at you, and just reluctantly like look away and just sort of shove it into your hand as if to say, ugh, fine.
and that's me just staring at you with a "come on now" expression on my face.
And then the
Really
hilarious,
now?
and then the thing is, as Harvey passes the sword towards you, and then you're thinking, haha! The sword ends up poofing out of your hands back into Harvey's, and Harvey's just like, ah, forgot it was bound.
Just got like a little smirk on my face, so I sort of look back at you like, you tried.
Well, now there are 2 people in this party I will save. Right, I'm gonna turn away in disgust, look towards this dented, shattered armor, and I'm gonna use my Arcana skill a second time to see if I can finally do something with this bloody magic, and see if I can just drain, like using my scythe, connect with it, and just try and drain it out with my necrotic powers.
Ooh,
Is that
okay.
possible?
Roll me a d20 on that.
Is that with my Arcana, or is that
Or
just
with
D20?
Arcana, yeah.
Right. This will be the one that sucks. Hang on. Oh crap, it's rolled on my bed. I'll roll it again. Bloody hell, it's dropping. Okay, I rolled an 11 plus 5, that's 16.
Okay, you go to stick your scythe nearby as you just chant something between yourself as your scythe glows that essence of green. However, no energies are seen to sap from the armor whatsoever. The energy you're trying to sap from it is much stronger than you can ever imagine.
Right. At least we know somewhat what we're dealing with.
Now, I'll take that as a bonus action, so you can still attack and do something.
Right, okay. Bernard will say F it and just go the whole hog and actually try and slice the armor in half.
Slice that armor in half. Okay. Right.
2 and Alright. I have rolled, oh my god, an 18 plus 4, 22.
22.
Here we go.
Lovely.
Oh, no.
So effectively you have the goal in your mind where you want to chop this armor in half, so you just get next to it, raise your scythe as if you're about to do a clean downward slash, just to perfectly cut it as you were. Roll that damage.
Right. Thankfully I don't get to use my bastard dice for this, because I don't have a D8. So, 1 second. Right. Roll 1d8. I roll a 6 plus 2. Also, I was wrong on the modifier for my necrotic damage. It is my dex modifier, and the health I heal is half of that. That's what I was thinking. So I do 6 plus 2 necrotic damage, which I heal half of, but you know, full health and all that.
Yeah.
So I do 10 damage.
Okie dokie. You do quite a considerable amount of damage. You go for that vertical slash as you see an open gash onto the side down all the piece of the armor, as you can see, and you can look inside to look at all that like pinkish yellowish energy that's still spurring off of it. But the armor is still standing. It still seems animated. The light is twinkling as if it is about to go out. It's not quite dead yet. Now you can move if you want to, or you can just stay as you are and witness what is bound to happen next.
Probably not a lot.
I'm gonna move back near the magical door, but like sort of about 2 or 3 feet away from it against the wall, sort of thing.
Okie dokie, yeah. You just move over there, you're just contemplating the door, waiting to move ahead with the plan, as the rest of the party will most surely deal with that after, hopefully.
I'm also keeping a watch on the corridor just in case anything seems to move.
Very good shout.
This
Okay.
is still the same piece of this is still that same piece of armor, isn't it?
Sorry?
Wait, is this the
Yeah,
suit
this
of armor
is the
still?
same bit of armor you've been smacking.
Oh well. Fair enough. Then.
No worries. Okay. Right, with all that, it is now Chelsea's turn.
Yeah,
Right.
miss. Bound sword.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just sort
No,
of,
you're
when you
not.
say that, I just sort of look at you and then notice everybody's eyes are on me, so I just sort of grip my sword tightly, walk up to the piece of armor and go to slice its head off.
Just a question, because it's on the floor, do we get advantage?
Ooh. See, now you brought that up, now Chelsea will have advantage on the attack.
Yay!
I didn't need it, I'm burning.
Yeah, you'll burn.
But
Your
You're the
bastard
big dice
dice
king.
stops you from having advantage.
That is my artifact. It's a bastard dice.
Bastard dice. Right, so Chelsea. So how advantage works is you roll a d20. No, you roll 2 d20s. The highest one wins.
Okay, yeah.
And this is for you going to attack the armors. You add your attack bonus on top of whatever the highest roll is.
Okay. Right, so now... Give me a second. Oh, God. 23. I got 20 and then I got a 2 and a 3.
Did you just say that you hit a natural 20?
I hit a natural 20 and then for the advantage I got a 2 and a 3.
Critical! Okay, let's freaking go. Because you're so
Like a
pissed that your
sparkling eye
longsword
now.
didn't work last time, you're just looking at this piece of armor and you're just like, F it. You're just gonna slash downward from where you are, which just would cut the entire piece of the armor in half, causing it to just flap on both ends if you were to hit it perfectly, which you do because of the crit. So you do max damage of your longsword, and you roll the damage again to add on top of that. So what's the max damage of your sword?
It's 1d8 plus 2.
Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10. You do 10 innately. So then you roll it again. So roll a 1d8.
I got 7.
That's 17.
5 and 2, so 7.
17 overall. Oh my god. He's fucked. So effectively, you've slashed downward, emitting like this magical girl energy from you. You're just like, "Ah!" And you've cut it so perfectly in half that it does exactly that. The energy just goes, and just spurts out of existence as the armor just completely cleaved in half at this point. Just goes, it just collapses on both sides. You guys have succeeded in this battle. Well done.
I'm just gonna quickly pick up the grief seed that's on the floor and then use it to clean.
I like it.
Can I
I'm just gonna give Harper a look. But it's like one raised eyebrow up. Not impressed.
day.
When
I sort of
secretly
look
I'm
at
impressed.
you with a little smirk on my face and just be like, yeah.
Eh.
oh.
You got 1 hit, I got 2.
Not enough style.
Yeah.
What are you
Freight
kidding?
is like, I
You
did
ordered
more
the
damage
fear
than
the
all of you.
Reaper.
Oh, screw you.
I made them fear the Reaper.
3 out of
Screw you.
3 out of 10. Not enough backflips.
Oh.
Watch
I
it,
just thought-
you, or I won't heal you either.
Can I just sort of turn around and look at the door and be like, so we're gonna go through?
Yes,
Is the
Or
magical
shall we
door
just go out?
deactivated or not?
you look towards the door, and as you do, Bernard notices that the arcane energies around the door and is now gone, and the door seems to be completely fine to open.
Can I hit it with my great axe?
You
While I'm
can
still
indeed.
raging.
Are you
Sweet.
still raging at this point?
Yeah, because I mean, I was gonna hit the guy in front of me, and then they just got slashed, and it's like, well,
Okay.
I want to hit someone.
You just like ram towards the door, push everyone aside, and just go for that horizontal slash to cut that door open. Roll me an attack on
Yeah.
the door.
That is an 8 plus 6. That's a 14.
You go to swing your great axe at the door, and as you do, for at least the first attack, because you're frenzying, you'll get 2 on this one. You go for the first one, you just make a really big cleave in the door, but it doesn't seem to open up or at least smash into pieces for you. Will you take that second attack? Yes, you will.
Yes.
Roll it.
That's 22.
Nice one. So you're so angry that the first slash didn't do it. You just flick your great axe in your hands, making an X out of the gashes in the doorway as you slash into the door. And as you do, the door just collapses in on itself as it opens up to you, and you are able to carry on through as normal.
Just scream and then end its rage.
Lovely.
Get it out of his system.
Very good stuff.
Huff, what is your name?
I am Trog.
Trog. High five.
Trog. Yeah, I'll give you a high five. I'll just like slap his hand.
Or bland.
You knocked me back
I
about 2 feet. You just staggered back from your sheer strength.
So effectively
Where is this
now
going anyway?
you see a door on your left hand side and you see a dead end on your right hand side. However, what is behind that door on your left? What is at the end of the corridor on your right? Is there anything behind you on your way to the dreaded Room 14? There's only one way to find out, and that's to tune in next time to the next edition of D6, where we carry on the stealth scenario and see what happens next. Until then, if you're still not up to par with where we are yet in the series, be sure to check out the playlist that is live on the channel for you guys to check out. That is all we have time for here, but be sure if you want to possibly even join us at one point, the Discord server, the information you need is in the description. But until next time, that is goodbye from the fellows.
Bye.
Bye.
Come back next week for Bernard time.
That sounds really dodgy.
And on that note, we'll be seeing you guys next time. Keep rolling those d20s. See you then. See you.